Welcome to Bill's Bridge Corner, Sunday, April 27th, 2014. Class 186, Hand 35, Avoiding Disaster. Before you go and bid that slam, be sure and think about how the hand's going to play out and avoid the disaster of bidding a slam that isn't there. Pay attention and avoid disaster. Do not fall off cliffs. Do not go beyond this level that you are safe in playing. Here's an example. Here you are as south and dealer. Both sides are vulnerable. Evaluate your hand and what are your starting points and what is your opening bid? Answers. What are your starting points? Start with 13 high card points. Add 1 point for the 5 clubs and 2 points for the 6 hearts. Starting points are 16. You might have a lot more if you have a fit, but you can't assume that yet. What is your bid? You bid your longest suit. 1 heart. The bidding now proceeds. Pass. Your partner bids a spade. Goes pass. And it's back to you. Question. What is your rebid? Pretty simple. It's back to you. What is your rebid? 2 clubs. Until you find a fit, there's no need to reevaluate your hand. In fact, if there is no fit, it may actually be negative. The bidding continues. It goes pass. And now your partner bids 3 clubs. It's pass. It's back to you. 3 clubs is not forcing, but your hand has gone up in value because you now have a fit. Question. What are your Bergen or rebid points now? Answer. Well, let's start with the 16 starting points. You can add another point for the heart and 2 for each singleton. So the total now is 21 points. At this point, it's pretty clear you should have a game at least. So the question is, should you bid again? If so, what? Well, of course you should bid again. But what is your bid? You should bid 4 clubs. Now, partner should interpret that as RKC, Roman key card, 1430 in clubs. Why? Because any bid passed here is forcing to game. So 4 clubs is certainly forcing. By convention here, you've got a fit in clubs, and you could bid something else if you're interested in no trump. So therefore, it's got to be Roman key card, Blackwood in clubs. The bidding now proceeds. Pass to your left, and your partner bids 4 diamonds. Question, what is partner showing? And based upon that, what is your bid? What does partner show? Well, it's 1430, so he's showing 1 or 4 key cards. He can't have 4 key cards, you have 2. So it's only 1 key card. What's your bid? You're missing 2 key cards. You better bid 5 clubs. You can't go any further. And it gets passed out. West leads the Queen of Hearts. Plan your play. Questions and answers. We're going to go through several questions here. Where are your losers? This is a little hard to calculate, actually. The answer, you have as many as 4 heart losers. You have 1 and possibly 2 club losers. And you also have a diamond loser. How can I eliminate some? Well, obviously, you're going to rough some hearts. And hearts might end up being established. But the lead is kind of a warning. He heard your hearts, and he knows you've got hearts, yet he's leading hearts. So he probably has a sequence. What if hearts are 5-1? And they could be. It's possible. I think that if the hearts are 5-1, I'm going to go down, because I can't safely rough any hearts until I pull trump. If I pull trump, I won't have enough clubs to set them up. So I'm going to guess that they're 4-2. If they're 5-1, I'm down. So let's just assume for this time being that they're 4-2. I have a diamond loser too. I'm glad they didn't lead them. Sure is. So before I do anything, it makes sense for me to pitch that diamond on my second spade before I do anything and might lose the lead. So let's win the ace of hearts in hand. Now let's rough a heart low. Both follow. Like we said, if they're 5-1, I'm going to go down anyway. They followed. At this point, I'm going to assume that East is out of hearts. He may not be, but I'm going to assume that. Now what do I do? Well, let's do the plan. Ace of spades. And let's now play the second spade and pitch that diamond. Gotten rid of my diamond loser. Now I'm ready to play trump. I'm going to lead a club to the queen, keeping the jack on the board, and West wins with the king. I don't know how the trump are going to split yet, but now West returns a spade. If he leads a club, which we could come back later, it's going to be similar. He leads a spade. Notice that East overtakes with the queen, and I rough. Question: what now? Well, I got to rough a heart. If it's over roughed, I can claim. If I catch the king and it's roughed, I could be in trouble. So I'm going to try a heart rough. If I rough with the jack and they're split, I'm okay. But if I rough with the jack and they're not split, I have a problem. If I pull trump, I'd only make 5. I have a chance for 6 if it's not roughed here, and it's not. He pitches a diamond. Well, the end is over because East pitched a diamond. Now I can pretty much get the rest of the tricks. I cash the jack of clubs. There's still 1 trump out. I rough a diamond to get back in my hand. I pull the last trump, throwing anything. And the hearts are all good. I make 6. Well done. Ways I could have gone wrong. There are several. First of all, if they had led a diamond in the opening lead, I probably would have been down. But notwithstanding that, what I could have done. If I didn't rough a heart at trick 2, the timing would be off on this hand. If I failed to pitch the diamond early on the second spade before playing on trump, they're going to cash the diamond, and I'd at least be held to 5. I had a shot for 6, and I lucked out and made 6. Thirdly, failure to lead hearts again gives me a chance for an overtrick the way that I played it. Well done. Well, we've had enough slams to last for a while. Tomorrow, we're going to go back to the more mundane things. Class 187, competing for a part score. This is the normal state of events in a duplicate tournament and is critical if you're going to be a winner. See you tomorrow.